Gregory Keane continues with another chapter of the story. There's a callous irony about this situation that's making me grind my teeth with impotence and rage. I moved heaven and earth to find the links connecting Bruno Kesselring with the NightShade gang, and I walked a tightrope blindfold to get him, when I learned that he might still be alive. And now, when there's no more mystery and Bruno Kesselring is not 6 feet away from me, I am bound hand and foot in a pitch-dark cellar, at the mercy of a half-crazed megalomaniac, a subhuman creature called Guzik, a woman who was born a stranger to pity, and the fangs of a wolfish dog. I had the game in my grasp, but it slipped through my fingers for want of 5 short minutes. It's 10 to 11 at night, and Tom Cutts is 6 miles from here on the highway with orders to stay there on guard. Unless Sherry Reed has made a move of her own, Murray and his police squads won't know about Cape Camaret till 8 o'clock in the morning. So if I never wanted to hear a bugle call in my life before, I want to hear one now.
Nine minutes to 11. 2 hours and 5 minutes on the road, and we've made 127 miles. If we can keep this up, we should strike Sergeant Cutts in about an hour and a half. Last 10 or 15 minutes for the punt at Bateman's Bay.
If your drivers can keep it up.
I'll keep it up, Sherry.
We're not going to be on the scene much under 2 hours, are we?
No, but you listen to me. When we arrive at the turn off of Cape Camaret, we'll pick up Tom Cutts and he can navigate us in.
If he's still there.
We won't know till we're on the spot. But you're only being taken along because you know exactly where Cutts is supposed to be. Now, when we get to the house where these people are hiding, you're going to sit tight. Do you understand that?
I suppose so.
No supposing, I mean it.
Well, I'm certainly not going to rush about waving my arms.
The King's got the better of them. If he and Kesselring are still alive, all well and good. And if not, there's bound to be some action. And I don't want to have to stand on the carpet at Phillip Street explaining how Miss Sherry Reed got a bullet through her silly, foolish head.
Look here, Inspector Murray, there's nothing silly or foolish about me.
I say you've got no more common sense than a thrush, Sherry. You can let Keene blind you to every dictate of ordinary prudence and lead you about by the nose. 24 hours ago, you should have told me what he was up to. If you had, we wouldn't be screaming about the country like madmen, with not a chance in 100 to find Keene alive.
Don't say that, please.
Well, ask yourself, how could the idiot take charge alone against Huberman, Guzik, and the dog?
He told me he could do it.
He told you. You could put their boat out of action, yes, but how the devil could he get into the house and out of it again with Bruno Kesselring?
It was that or nothing. He said if you and your men arrived at the house, they'd silence Kesselring if it was the last thing they did.
Ah, but you should have stood firm. You should have got in touch with me the minute his back was turned.
Oh, why tell me now? Why beat me on the head with a club? Do you think I wanted him to walk into their den alone?
No, I don't suppose you did. Dealing with a man like Keene, you need bifocals and a crystal ball. Wish I had one to show us the next 2 hours. You're breaking too soon to your corners, Elliot. I've seen you do better than this.
Guzik is dead.
See for yourself, Felix. Stabbed to death. And he uttered one word. Cutts.
Guzik came a long way after he was done for. Look at his clothes. Cutts was waiting for him on the road. Carlotta, we're getting back into the house.
What about this?
No, let it lie there. He's no more use to us now. Come on, into the house.
Well, Felix Huberman, what now?
At least there are no more doubts to be resolved. Keene's in the cellar. But we're prisoners here, too.
Prisoners, with £1 million in currency that we will never spend.
How stark can reality be? Do you want to stay here, Carlotta? Or should we set out on foot? 1 mile along the beach, 6 miles through the dense forest to the highway. I could still get hold of a car and head for Sydney.
But we could not take Gregory Keene with us, too.
So in a chance.
Could you march Keene miles through rough country against his will and keep him silent while you stopped and commandeered the car?
I tell you, it's our only possible chance. Anything's better than sitting here waiting for them to come and take us. Cruiser's useless. A man capable of handling Mike Guzik is out on the road somewhere. What else can we do?
We could never get Gregory Keene back to Sydney with us. And without Keen to command Sherry Reed, there is nowhere to go.
You would seem to have almost no future at all.
I refuse to face defeat.
Kesselring, Keen, and the girl, we can silence the three of them, but for what?
There must be a way. We have only to hide for 7 more days. If we can exist for 7 days and be in Sydney when the tanker arrives from Panama...
We have £1 million and we're powerless.
£1 million and Gregory Keen? That man is the key to our escape. There has to be some way we can make use of him.
Get him to the Cunningham Towers penthouse alive. That's what we have to do. Wave a wand. Bring on your magic carpets. Face it, Carlotta. We end here in this house and Keen ends here with us. There's only one real decision to make. The manner of our vengeance on Keen.
We have a chance so long as we keep him alive. Kill him and we throw it away.
We have nothing. You have nothing to throw away or to keep. Music dead outside, our last hopes are gone. Here and now, Carlotta, I'm taking the dog down to the cellar again, and this time you will not interfere.
No! You must wait.
For what?
The boat. The boat Keen sailed into the cove.
What are we going to do with it, if we could find it before dawn?
Listen. Listen, Felix.
What, I can't hear anything?
Down in the cellar, it sounded like Kesselring. You must go down.
Oh, they can make all the noise they like. They can't get free.
Go and look, I order you. No, leave me the pistol. Go outside and shine a torch through the grating window.
What does anything matter now? They can't get out of the cellar.
If you do not, I will go myself. Are you afraid of Keen still?
Oh, very well, to humor you. Wait here.
There is no escape for you, Felix. But if I can deceive you just once more, for me there will be nothing to escape from. I first unload the pistol. Yes, magazine out. One after another, the bullets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Empty. Magazine back. What's the action? Now we pour a drink. One for me, one for Huberman. The pistol is empty. You must be deceived just once more, Felix. Then I promise I will never deceive you again.
Who's that? Who's that at the window?
I'm just making sure you're comfortable, that's all, Keen.
Well, get that torch out of my face. What's the matter? Can't you look at us through the door without your dog?
Let me be or host my own way, my dear chap. We won't be detaining you much longer.
What's the delay, Huberman? Is Mike Cusick after shorter hours and more pay?
Just be patient down there, you and your companion.
Come on, Huberman. Let's hear the truth from you for once. What are you waiting for?
I told you it won't be long. I shouldn't look forward to it if I were you, Keen. I should be counting the minutes.
Brandy, final brandy. There is warmth and forgetfulness. Well, Felix?
You were imagining things.
At a time like this, is it so strange?
They're perfectly secure. What are you drinking?
Brandy. Yes, I never needed it before. I poured one for you. Here,
Thank you.
drink with me, Felix. Whatever our tragedy, I have loved you.
And I? You.
Drink then. At a gulp. Then kiss me. Hard.
To better days. Carlotta, our lives cannot end here. You talked of the boat, Keen's boat.
Oh, it was an idea born of desperation. I thought if there was some way of forcing Keen to come with us, if we could bargain with Kesselring's life, if we could bargain our way out of this ghastly
What am I
trap.
twisting and turning? You couldn't bargain with him. Curse him. Curse Gregory George Athelstan Keen. He shall wait until he hears help arriving, and then he'll go. As they arrive, he and Kesselring.
Perhaps we could bargain with Kesselring's life.
Kesselring's life and Keen's are forfeits. Do you think they don't know that? I know what's in your mind, Carlotta, but Keen would not...
What is it, Felix?
Excuse me. Nothing. Nothing, just a spasm.
Has it passed?
Yes. Yes. Now listen. If you threaten to kill Bruno Kesselring, unless Keene does as you say, he'll laugh at you.
Why? Why, Felix?
Because he knows that they must go the same way. Now, a few hours later, what is the difference? What's the difference?
Go on, Felix.
We could only offer Keene... I feel damned odd. I apologize.
You're swaying, Felix. Why don't you lie down?
Yes. Must have been that brandy.
Yes, it must have been the brandy.
Carlotta. Carlotta, you poisoned me!
Down here in the cellar, I can hear something that's sending a chill up my spine. I have all the threads of the Nightshade wear, and I've time to weave them this way and that, to examine the patterns they make. The patterns of the only ways Huberman and Carlotta can turn. There's only one way left for Carlotta, and I think she's taken it. I can hear the sound of her laughing. What are Carlotta's plans for Gregory Keene? Listen for the next chapter in this story of intrigue, Deadly Nightshade.